overlay as we head here into game 1 of what is currently the top 8. Let's have a look over the 2OP lineup here as we're still in the winners bracket. 2OP fielding Rita's Yu Yang. This is Reload, a little bit of torpedo skill and radar. Flandra Scarlet's Daring, gun reload RPF. Bad's Marceau, again, gun reload, and all of the speedy boy things, a little bit of RPF, adrenaline rush, and that sort of thing. Iced Matcha Latte, unique upgrade Des Moines with RPF. Iron Ibuki Salem, as they're going to have a little collision here.
Oops.
Salem running range and radar. On the right, Contrails and Napoli. Fairly typical, running outnumbered to go with his main gun reload and accuracy mod back in slot 3. Howell's Petropavlovsk, range, RPF, and so on. And then 2 battleships, the other Contrail. I'm going to get these wrong because we have Contrail underscore and then just Contrail. So it's like, let me figure out how to separate these guys, but whatever. The battleship Contrail going double artillery plotting and brisk fire prevention and extra heal. And over on the other side of the map here, we got Flippy's Poison. No secondaries, all main battery skills here along with brisk again. What do you got down south, Zath?
Yeah, I think we should call Contrail the Napoli under Contrail, just, because he's got the underscore.
I like it. I like it.
All right, so NOCAP currently sending 3 assets over to the Charlie side. They've got 3x bank account in a COTS build gearing with all the torps. Lothair in a COTS build Des Moines without numbered instead of radio location. Interesting. There's our Kurger Bing in the Schlieffen. Now, this is a mostly secondary build Schlieffen, other than the mod 6 he's chosen for reload. I like that idea. Usually main guns do better work than secondaries. Going towards the middle is aggro in the Z42. Your typical kind of a destroyer-y build. 1-for-1 gaming in a Des Moines unique upgrade and top grade. Mr. Bean PhD in a reload Salem with radar, also with radar enhancement. DG Pitbull in the St. Vincent is backing them all up in a typical St. Vincent build of get someplace fast and shoot at things. Micro aggressions in the Haragumo 420 Blaze It build with a range upgrade. And then finally, we've got Apetron in a Des Moines with unique upgrade and top grade gunner. That should round out the deal, as look at how aggressive Burger King is going with the Schlieffen.
Yeah, he wants it his way at B, Zath, if he can make it happen. But the Marceau is already dived C. He'll have that cap and be on his way in seconds. As the Yang and Daring pair heading to A for 2OP, they should be able to grab and run very quickly as well. 2OP looking for a very early aggressive kind of, let's get in here and score some points while we try and defend these caps. Early radar coming out from 1-for-1's Des Moines, going to pick up both of these destroyers. Rita's in the cap.
Yep.
Maybe trying to get behind this island.
As a reminder, Han Liu and Kremlin banned in this game.
Rita going to pull the handbrake and take some big pens from the St. Vincent anyway. There goes a quarter of the HP.
Kind of hurts.
Yeah, don't think she can sustain in there. No, it doesn't look like it.
No, and the
Radar's
Des Moines
still tick.
Yeah, Des Moines continues to approach with the Z52 screening him with smoke. Good teamwork for NOCAP there.
Second St. Vincent salvo coming in on the Daring now. Not quite as big an impact as it was on the Yu Yang. So the speed dive of the C cap works for 2OP, but NOCAP manages to blunt the speed dive over at the A cap. And now with 2 destroyers on this flank.
Atron puts another radar up, catches Hanal again, Rita.
Yep.
Problematic.
There'll be a lot more shells coming in now. They didn't know that Des Moines was there, I don't think.
Nope, they know now.
Yeah.
Little too late, though, for them.
There are 6 ships on this side of the map. Des Moines starting to lose the ability to follow Rita, but it's going to come. Oh, man.
Rita's at 500. I don't think anybody else can shoot.
180 health.
Nope, here it comes. Oh!
No, it's not. Goodness gracious.
Wait. St. Vincent! Oh!
Nope. Rita's
wait,
gonna
wait,
sneak
Hargumo?
away. No, they're all astern.
Too late.
They're fishing because they saw the health. They know how low that ship is.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Yang can still be impactful in a match with those deep water torpedoes and the range they have, but man, that cannot feel good.
And I'll tell you what,
Effectively out of the fight.
if you're Rita, you're really wishing you took adrenaline rush right about now.
Oh yeah, we're really wishing.
On the other side, 3X bank account taking some big hits there in the gearing.
Owl's
Contrail.
Petro putting his Redo up to pick him up, keep him lit, get shells down range on bank account, maybe try and secure a kill. There was a good hit.
Very good hits. Very good hits.
Marceau shells start to fall in as the radar expires. Another salvo coming in, but all falling astern. Bank account escapes on about 40% of his starting HP.
Yeah.
As Burger King Schlieffen now the one trying to cap B, believe it or not, Zaf, sticking his stern in as they push Ibuki Salem back off the cap.
I like the idea of going stern in instead of bow in there. But it's interesting, both teams having, really low destroyers in the initial engagements on opposite sides of the map.
Yeah.
Commence tolerable.
Yep. Yep. NOCAP shoving a tremendous amount of firepower into this gap in between A and B. They should be able to easily secure control of both caps at some point. They grab B. You have to believe it's only a matter of time before they try to make a play for A.
Yes, they are going to hold that channel for the Dominion. All right, well, Flounder Scarlet detecting all these torpedoes from the Hargumo before they get close to Machalate's Des Moines. Doesn't matter because Apetron's Des Moines radar is back. Good luck with that.
Yeah, but Macha's got a hard cover to port. Nobody's going to be able to get, so they're going to be able to splash some HE on the deck if they want it. That's not going to be a thing. Shells going in on the Daring instead.
No, yeah, that's the big thing. That is absolutely the bigger thing.
Yep.
Yep, and then
All kinds
meanwhile,
of deep water Go ahead.
I was to say Rita. I was just looking where Rita is, and far away-ish.
Oh, yeah. Still ahead of that radar. I'm a little surprised. I guess right now, I see that they'd moved the Daring up to get the conga line torps down range on the DM.
Yep.
Those have all missed now. They'll presumably they'll smoke. I'm guessing Micro smoke is ready. Yep. He'll turn and continue to smoke the Des Moines north, closer to Macha.
Yep.
I'm still a little surprised that Aggro has not gone for the A cap. Looks like maybe now that play is finally occurring.
Yeah, I think the decision for NOCAP was to take their time and make sure they've isolated their opponents, or at least know where their opponents are before starting to move their board pieces.
That's reasonable. It certainly is reasonably cautious. I mean, you 2-0 piece out to an early lead on the back of that quick Marceau cap over at C, right?
Yep.
Now, speaking of the Marceau, have a look at his positions, Zaf. This is very bold.
Yep, I was just
very bold.
Just scrolling over to look at that, and he has no idea this Marceau is here. Hasn't been spotted or anything. I mean...
Well, the Marceau hasn't been spotted. The Schlieffen is spotted. He probably doesn't know how. There's nobody off... I mean, he has to suspect. Because who else is going to spot him? I mean, if you look at it... Let's look at it through their lens real briefly.
Unless he's shooting his guns. Oops, it's number 3, I believe. Yep, there we go.
Is it 3?
3.
Okay, it's 3.
It's been so long since we've done this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if the Salem, he would know if the Salem had him on Hydro, right? Oh, yep, they're focusing out Ice Matcha now.
Yep. I think if he's shooting at the Preuss and Flippy, then he's obviously detected that way too. He's using his main guns.
He does take at least 2 of those Marceau torpedoes, so he knows now for sure the Marceau has pushed up.
Yep, and there's the Hydro like, oh crap.
Yeah. Hydro's like, well, I guess I should put this up now.
Flandre goes down too. 2 big kills for NOCAP.
2 big kills that have felt inevitable on this flank for a while. Apetron not coming off for free, though. I think it was the Poison or the Vermont. I'm not sure which of them got that salvo in, but somebody smacked him for about half his HP.
Yep. He does have the heal, though.
All right, Zath, you're in 2OP shoes. Now what?
Start thinking about what to do for the next game. No, I'm kidding.
Ouch.
At this point, well, and I say that just because, look, Marceau is now about to die on the other side. They're at the point where 2OP simply doesn't have an easy way back in. That Schlieffen.
What is the Marceau doing?
Han Solo maneuver. I don't know.
How did he allow himself to get to here? That's awkward.
So, I meant no offense at all, right?
Yeah.
When you asked me that question, absolutely no offense meant when I said that. I looked at the minimap, I saw the Marceau YOLOing the Des Moines, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, have they already decided this game is done? Because in my opinion, that's why that Marceau would be charging. Otherwise, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Anyways, for 2OP, here's what I would do. Petropavlovsk, one job, ram the Schlieffen. That's it. Go ram the Schlieffen. Russian torpedo. Done.
You think you can? I mean, you're trying to ram a torpedo-armed battleship that has very good torpedo angles.
I mean, again, at this point, you got to get that ship out to at least get you some flexibility to maneuver and do other things while under Contrail is too busy dealing with the Lothair and bank account all the way down the 9 line, right? This is their opportunity to move that Petropavlovsk. When Contrail's dead, and I say when because you know it's going to happen, right? When he's dead, Petro's the next target for that group down there. So this is the window for Howell to get moving. You send Howell in, you have him just go for the ramp. Don't even try for the drive-by. I know it looks cool and sexy when you make the drive-by and it works, but like you said, it's a torpedo-armed battleship. It's going to be really hard to do the drive-by. Crash right into him. If you're playing COTS, you should be running ram flags. Everybody should be having ram flags on. Use the Russian torpedo. Be done with it. And maybe then Salem can maneuver a little bit, Vermont can maneuver a little bit,
Petro now pushing the Schlieffen with his hydro not turned on.
Not a problem.
Think he's going to regret this decision. The torpedoes are already in the water.
Well, he gets detected and he stops.
Yeah, I don't understand this play at all.
No. You have but one chance here.
Now he puts the hydro up, but it's too late.
He's going to try to reverse.
He's already cut his speed.
He's going to take 3 torpedoes.
Oh my goodness.
He's trying to help support his friend that gets the Des Moines and bank account.
If he wanted that, he shouldn't have moved up. He could have done that from where he was.
Yeah. Also, we missed out Mr. Bean PhD just getting slapped out from, I think it was the Vermont. That's no
They got
caps.
somebody, but they're gonna get this Petro in seconds. They do grab the Des Moines down there finally at long last. But the Petro is dead. I mean, it's only a matter of time. He's going to go from full health to annihilated in seconds here.
So,
as he's going to burn to the waterline.
From experience, guys, what I think just happened here was Howell either decided himself, I'm going to go ram the Schlieffen, because it's kind of like what we were talking about, right? You're at the point where desperation plays are what's needed. Or he was told to go do that and then countermanded by the caller. Nope, you got to go kill this. All guns on this. Who can kill him? Get him killed. So, it happens.
3 ships down, 300 points behind. Does not look good for 2OP. Now, they have a couple of low ships, but they're destroyers, and bank account should never get spotted again unless he screws up.
Right.
They have no way to spot aggro unless he screws up.
Right.
All the radar cruisers are dead.
Right. Yep. Flippy and the Preußen is next target. He's just going to get himself farmed out.
He'll be out in seconds. He's going to try and take the Harugamo with him. He's going to do some good work, but it's not going to be enough.
Nice hit.
Drive the Vermont into B. Schlieffen torpedoes coming in. Should seal this deal. He's going to take about 5 of these. Whatever it is, it's going to be enough.
Uh-huh.
Well, Zath, that's a pretty solid win from NOCAP here from the south spawn of Shatter.
Yep. Rita opening up. I mean, they know it's done. That's it. GG.
Yeah.
So
this is one of those. Look, call the wipe and get on to the next game.
I gotta say, I appreciate the wipe, guys. One, it helps us catch up a little bit, but 2, honestly, it's good sportsmanship at this point. You know it's done.
Yeah.
There's no reason to drag it out. Yeah,
kind of is. Solid win from NOCAP here, Zath. They're looking good. Have to see what 2OP does in response here as we head over to game 2.
Yeah, let me do my updating over here. So
Yeah,
NOCAP
just
wins.
got mine finished up.
Moving on to Sleeping Giant.
There we go.
Okay, dunsies. Okay, everybody, here we are. Game 2 of NOCAP vs 2OP. This is the winner's bracket. Best of 3. Here we go. Microaggressions and the daring. Typical build, I would say, at this point. 1-for-1 Gaming behind him in a secondary Napoli. Both those heading towards the A cap, with Burger King behind him in the Vermont, and Mr. Bean PhD's Moskva with the unique upgrade. That Vermont, by the way, just your typical sniper spec we've come to know and appreciate in this tournament. Going into the middle is Aggro, also in a utility daring. Lothair backing him up in the Stalingrad. It's an interesting position along that island. Normally they're along this other island in Delta 6 area.
We saw Captain Green try this position yesterday in his Stalingrad and not really have a lot of success with it, so we'll see.
Yeah, the big difference there was Captain Green was cosplaying as a battleship in that one.
Well, that's true.
For the team, a second battleship. Anyway, NOCAP's got Pitbull 3 heading towards, looks like the C cap with Sniper Quickscope build. Apetron in the San Martin working his way to C cap, and Bank Account already making some withdrawals. Oof. Losing half of his hit points early on.
And about to beach himself on this island. He's got nowhere to run as a million shells come in on him.
And the rock cried up.
It gets dark, and then Rita pushes the radar button with the Yang.
Yeah.
You can smell the blood in the water. 2OP knows how close they are to this kill already.
Yeah, the rock cries out no hiding place as Bank Account is forced to turn sideways.
Oh, bam. Just like that. Up a kill.
Bank Account finds out that his bank has failed.
No more money in that account, unfortunately, as he becomes the first casualty of the game. That took about 2.5 minutes.
Wow. All right. That's ranked battlefielding right there.
Well, so much for using your speed to dive the cap on the flank. That did not work.
Marsilli. Did you see that? Ice Matcha Latte just Vermonted.
Got dunked. Yeah, got dunked.
So we haven't gone over the 2OP lineup.
No, we haven't. Not yet. There's been a lot going on. I'll tell you what. We'll skip builds right now unless we want to get really curious. I'll just make it quick. Here on the right flank, we're running double destroyer. Of course, we've got the Yu Yang Gdansk pair that just successfully assassinated the Marceau that tried to make this play. Yep. Backing them up, we've got Ibuki's Bourgogne. I haven't seen that ship in a bit. And double Marseille. So lots of French Hon on this flank. Are the Marseilles running identical builds?
No,
this I am going to
slightly different. Slightly different.
They are slightly different, aren't they? That's curious. Okay, interesting. All right. As you head back towards mid, we're looking at Flippy's Daring here, hanging around the middle. Moskva, that's Howell backing him up. Is he running unique? He is unique upgrade Moskva. Behind them, the Ohio, that's Contrail. Looking at him real briefly. Double artillery plotting and a little bit of survivability to go with Brisk. Way over here on the A flank, under Contrail's Napoli, running outnumbered, so very much anticipating being on the flank by himself, along with aiming systems and maximum reload there in slot 6, not really caring about the secondaries.
Yep. Now, as a reminder, banned ships this game, St. Vincent and Des Moines.
Well, the big push on the 10 line continues, Zath. Like, the early assassination of the Marceau was successful, and they are not giving NOCAP any time to breathe over here. Yep. You have to believe at some point they'll pull the brakes on the Bourgogne and let one of the Marseilles take some of the beating, though.
Yeah, you would think so. You know, Ibuki just got slapped by the Vermont, I think. Here comes Stalingrad shells. Ow.
Yeah, some damage, but not like
Vermont.
Super pain. This Vermont salvo, however, yes.
Vermont speaks.
There was about 15,000 damage going out there with the big full pens.
Deepwater Torps coming in on Apetron.
Ibuki now going dark.
Oh.
Ape does take a Deepwater torpedo. His hydro had expired a while ago. He's got his radar up, but nothing doing.
There's his heel. Worthy of note, He has lost both of his torpedo tubes, actually, and he's got his funny button active. Hey, look, it's the searchlights.
Gdansk radar going up, picking up aggro here in the gap between B and C. Aggro taking some shells. But because the Gdansk radar is so short, he manages to sneak away with fairly minimal problem.
Ooh. Did you see that white bar?
Yeah, bad all those Gdansk. Bad Gdansk takes a massive hit from the Vermont, though.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't get out of that scot-free.
We saw the Vermont band a good amount of times on EU today.
I think you're going to start seeing more of that. I keep expecting more teams to do it, but I just hasn't happened yet. Now, the Marseilles have turned in and are using this island as cover between them and the Vermont, which I really think is clever.
Yep, very
as
smart.
they try to finish off Apetron's St. Martin.
Yep.
Or San Martin, excuse me.
Yep, as Apetron managed to activate... So I zoomed in on this because it was the first time I'd ever seen the San Martin actually be able to activate its funny button. Aggro goes down.
They do bag aggro out here. They must. Oh, that caught him with Rita's radar. Yep. That would have done it.
Burgon finishes the deal on Apetron.
Knew that was coming. So now, 2 OP with almost like a French blitzkrieg here up the 10 line. 3 quick kills. Still only have the 1 cap, but a huge point advantage here, only 7 minutes into this game.
The ships are different, but the playstyle is very similar to that game I was telling you about from earlier today, Throw versus SRT. They did the same exact thing, just woof, right up that side. Yep. Uh-oh. Shots in on Ibuki's Burgon, but he's just pumping the border.
Yep. The profile there is so narrow, he's going to go dark again. They wanted to make sure they were willing to risk him getting spotted to secure the kill on the San Martin, but now that that's done, there's no need for him to fire for a bit. He should be able to reposition and recover some HP and stealth.
That's right.
Check out Contrail, Zath. Look at this in the middle of the board. Oof.
Yeah.
Good torpedo salvo for microaggressions.
You know, there really was no need for this position. So I've got questions about that.
Well, I think I'm getting the sense that 2OP is maybe trying to push their advantage, but maybe they're pushing a little too hard, as they are going to lose their Ohio for basically no gain in the middle of the board.
They completely cough him up for free. And that's a late game maneuver. Taking your battleship and throwing it in the B cap, that's a late game decision. There's absolutely no reason for that now. That's a gift to NOCAP.
Yeah, you just gave them points and it wasn't necessary.
Look at Vermont. Look at...
Yep, I'm just watching him turn into these deep water torpedoes. Vermont is slow. He's going to take at least 4 of these, if not more. He's going to take 6 of these. Zap, he's going out.
Nope.
No, he's not. Somehow his torpedo protection holds up against all of that. But man, they have to be calling for focus fire. Wouldn't you have preferred to have an Ohio in the middle of the board right now to maybe salvo him?
That would probably be helpful. Yep, there's a reason I call the Vermont the Death Turtle.
Burger King in a lot of trouble. His heal expires and he's on 6,000 health.
Yep.
The Daring can finish him off if he lands enough of these shells. There it is.
Okay, well, NOCAP responds with the battleship of their own to give.
Well, but I feel like 2OP earned that kill. Rita with
100%.
A brilliant torpedo salvo, right?
100%. That was not a head scratcher decision. I completely agree with you there.
I don't feel like Burger King made a mistake. I feel like 2OP just went out and earned the kill. That's what I feel like.
Agreed.
Flippy now picking up B, trying to accelerate the pressure on NOCAP, but already, Zath, this feels like game 3. We should be getting our clipboards ready, you know?
I'm here for this.
What's interesting to me is that the Marseille Burgonia push kind of stopped to catch its breath, and they're just now starting to get organized. Feels like they took about 4 minutes there to kind of, all right, let's do our thing and, you know, take a break, and then now let's get moving again.
Well, again, thinking back to, competitive experience, you had that Ohio that ended up in the middle of the map. I'm sure there was a lot of microing, or at least attention on that Ohio, right? And how can we save him? What can we do what pieces can move around there, to the point where maybe those 3 are just kind of left hanging for a little bit and waiting until they're told, okay, now advance.
Lothair
Mm-hmm.
trying to sneak away, but a stern fire comes in from the Burgonia, and they're going to pick up this kill as well.
Yep, I saw that.
Still have not yet managed to convert the B cap, but with the Gdansk and the Daring here, you have to believe it's only a matter of time.
Yep. 1-for-1 Gaming, though, has claimed the Thunderdome for NOCAP.
Napoli now pulling back up into the next wave of torpedoes. He's going to take 2.
2. Ouch.
Take some blind fire into the smoke, trying to get a reset on Flippy. This time, he's not able to do it. That means Flippy's going to finish this cap. And when he does, we're going to be about 3 minutes now from a 2-OP win. Contrail didn't build for secondaries at Azath, but he's getting work out of them. Check this out.
Yes, he is. Mr. Bean taking them all on the nose.
Bean's going to manage to avoid the torpedo salvo, which is a big deal. Might keep him in the game a little longer. Vermont now throwing shells at Contrail as well. So the Napoli 1-for-1 secondaries
Yes, I see it.
in Thunderdome. Look at this.
I see it. It's like they're
that's
bouncing from one
amazing.
ship to the next. I love it.
They're like pink and purple as they arc over the island. That's crazy. Rita's caught in the middle of the board now. How is they spotting
She
this
opened
ship?
up with her guns.
Well, that would do it.
Wow, I expected
far-
that Vermont to just kill him, but nope.
Yeah, so they so far managing to hold on here, but going to take some Napoli shells
There it
right
is.
there for half her HP.
Bonks Z defeats ELSR. Wow.
Goodness, the reigning kings of the sea pushed into the losers bracket, Seth.
By
That's big news.
by the third place team last time.
Interesting.
Hmm.
The plot thickens here on NA. I look forward to next weekend even more.
Absolutely.
They seem to be trying to pick off the Napoli here in Thunderdome as Rita takes more shells from the Vermont.
Nope.
Ooh,
Jeez.
NOCAP still not able to convert that kill.
Rita, go buy a lottery ticket now.
You and her and Julio. Good lord.
Yes. Mr. Bean's about to go down. 1-for-1's about to go down.
Yeah, when that happens, that'll be the game. There's a kill, 940. Mr. Bean managing to hang on, healing through some of this.
Sounds like a very Mr. Bean kind of thing to do. Nope, there he goes.
Yeah, the Marseille from downtown takes care of it, and that's the game.
Cool. Double death pick
2OP.
coming right up.
Man, 2OP with just a solid blitzkrieg here on C. Gets the first kill, never looks back, never takes their foot off the pedal, and we're going to game 3.
Gas, gas, gas.
Oh, man. When you drive a Marseille, it almost feels like that is, that's what you do. You just put your foot down and you just go, baby.
Yep. The important thing to know on that one, I believe, is the Burgon got too far up too early, too quickly, and that's really what caused the whole change there. But hey, it worked.
He paid a price for that, right? He paid a huge price in HP and had to pull the brake and get out of detection. So I feel like they adapted well in kind of making that audible, realizing, okay, we're gonna have to pause and reorganize. They secured the critical kills in that push they needed to. Took a break, got everything reorganized, and then went again, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So great work by 2OP on that match. They clearly knew what they wanted to accomplish, and they made it happen.
Yeah, very, very well executed by both one, I believe.
Yep.
There we go. All right, Zath. 2OP in the green. It's a beautiful, clear day on Faroe Islands. No haze. What do we got here in the green? What are we packing?
I love the weather report. So let's take a look at 2OP here on Faroe. They've got a Gdansk, your typical range gun build, whatever. Laundry Scarlet in the Shimakaze. This is unique upgrade Shimakaze. Raptor, what do you think his range is for torps?
12.
Yeah. Rita is once again reprising role in the Yu Yang torpedo gun spec. For cruisers, we have Under Contrail in the Napoli with Outnumbered. Same build, I believe, as we've seen. Howell, once again, going to sit there, let the team play ring around the Stalingrad in a range build. We've got Contrail regular Prime running the Marseille with another Marseille behind him. similar-ish builds. And then IR Nabuki and the Burgon. Looks like they're going to try the same thing, possibly, at the home caps.
Looks that way.
And then there's Flippy 47 and a Sniper Vermont. And I think we got everybody. So what do we got for NOCAP?
Yep. On the bottom end of the map, NOCAP with looking things. I don't see major changes to this lineup here. So they're not, of course, not running the Marseille push. So we're looking at Agro's Gdansk here, headed into the gap to the west side of B. A little bit of gun range, a little bit of gun reload in his build. 3 times bank accounts gearing, headed south. All the torpedo and smoke stuff he can pack into that with a legendary upgrade. Apetron's DM going up ahead of him with a legendary mod and top grade gunner. Behind them, we have Mr. Bean's Petro, likely going to set up shop on this island in about G6 off his bow. Range, radar, and accuracy mods. Burger King's Vermont going to play behind him. A little bit of, basically sniper, brisk, a little bit of survivability skills. The other Vermont on the team, basically the exact same build. The difference is Burger King's running artillery plotting in both slots, and Pitbull is running traverse in slot, turret traverse in slot 3.
Yep.
1-for-1 Gaming Salem headed north. Stealth, gun reload, and top grade gunner. Microaggression, Sarugamo, the standard blaze it all smoke build we like to see in King of the Sea all the time. And Lothair's Des Moines running outnumbered and a legendary mod. So the outnumbered build up there is not going to get a lot of use because the push from 2LP is going to be coming down here around the southern flank.
Right. Okay.
The question in my mind is going to become twofold. One, how quickly does NOCAP get bold and decide they want to go ahead and get some of these caps and get some early points leads before the push materializes? Because you and I have seen several different teams try to make this push, Seth, and it takes the better part of about 6-ish minutes to develop. That's a third of the game. If you could get on some of these caps, convert them, and start picking up points, you can have a notable lead before this starts to fall on your head.
Yeah.
But NOCAP not doing that at the moment.
Now there's a notable difference between the game we just saw in Sleeping Giants and Faro, and that is for 2OP to make that push around the home cap side. There's land preventing them from sliding. So there's a lot less room to maneuver, a lot fewer options for that. Being able to manage hit point pools of these 3 pushing ships will be crucial. And I don't know if you saw it earlier, Gdansk radaring to see what's around.
Yep.
Very smart play there. Quick reminder, banned ships, St. Vincent and Ragnar.
Yep, they took a Gdansk radar early to try and see what was going on. They're bringing Burger King's Vermont down this way. Mr. Bean's Petro seems to be kind of waiting for a little more information before deciding which way to con. Nope, he's turning to the south now as well.
I
still feel like that maybe these guys should really get on these AB caps a little quicker, but I have more knowledge in my chair than they do in theirs, right? If we look over their shoulders, they don't see the enemy team at all. They have no vision on any of the position of the enemy ships right now. All they're working off of is RPF. Apetron is lit. Let's look at it from the other viewpoint. There we go. So at the moment, neither team able to spot anything. Rita's Yang radar going up. There we go. They catch a glimpse of Apetron on the backside of that smoke.
Right. Yeah, the radar's not picking up anything, but they do see the smoke, so they know something's at least making the smoke, and there's probably a cruiser with it.
Yep, they lose sight of the Des Moines. So they know there's at least 2 ships ahead of them in the sea cap. Put everybody back on the map. Gdansk now going into B. Even if that draws out a Stalin radar, who's really got shots? Only Flippy's Vermont, basically.
That's the thing.
Arugamo,
yeah.
Now into A.
That's the thing about this push that they're doing all on the southern part of the map here. They're putting out significant forces to do that. That's 5 ships out of 9. Yeah. So they're extremely thin, as you mentioned, in AB. But NOCAP isn't really doing much in the way of intelligence gathering to see that that's the case.
All right, there comes a radar from the Des Moines. They can now see the Yang and the Gdansk. Torpedoes going in behind there, but Contrail's Hydro is up, so they should be able to dodge all of those. They can see those coming. They can see the Burgonia. And having played these guys, they should have a pretty good sense now that the Marseilles are with them. In fact, now everyone starts to show up as the Marseilles begin to open fire.
Yeah, Ibuki does take a torpedo on the bow that forces a DCP early.
All right, they now have total vision of the Marseille push. They know exactly where it's coming from.
Right. And I think the big problem is the Petrel. Mr. Bean in that position.
He ought to be able to slow them down a little bit just because of the threat of his existence.
Exactly.
But I also think it's interesting they're bringing the other Vermont back, Saf. Put everybody back on my view, right? They're bringing back Burger King's already down there. They're bringing Pitbull down as well. I think that's going to make a big impact on their ability to successfully pull this push off.
100%. Best way for this to work is if Burger King decides to go south, open up the angle so Pitbull and Burger King both have roughly 60 degrees to shoot at these Marseilles with. And that can absolutely have a very large impact. Also, worthy of note, NOCAP does have the A and B cap. But look at what they're doing up north. They're pulling everybody back. They're bringing the Salem, Hargum, and Des Moines down from A.
I don't like this.
Me neither.
Okay. Well, they're bringing the Harugumo south because he's putting that smoke out. I think they're just rotating the Salem down to where he's got a little more B coverage, but they are bringing Agros, Gdansk, and Vermont, and of course the other 4 ships were already here.
Yep. Well, poor Burgon is
torpedoes going in on Ibuki.
Is going to take another torpedo, and he's going to probably flood again. Look like he did. Yep, there's the DCP again. Right as it's on cooldown, he has to use it again. And then look at the Marseilles have stalled. They've gone bow into their threat. Ibuki now forced to go for the border. And I gotta say, NOCAP has pretty much stalled this advance. Deepwater torpedo coming in Burger King's Vermont.
Yeah, they pushed him off the C cap, which means that NOCAP now holding at about a 40-point lead. That's about all they were able to get on that cap advantage. But you have to believe that over time, the double Vermonts are going to wear somebody down, Zach.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Pitbull got a really good hit on contrails. As a matter of fact, they've all gone dark now.
Yeah, in fact, I see now, I think they're pulling the Marseilles out, Zach.
They're running away. They're all going to run away. But Ibuki shot, so now he's the only target. Nope.
Well, now Ice Matcha shoots as well.
I don't understand the shooting like that. You don't want them to know that you're moving. You want them to keep coming and sit there and wait.
They've sort of figured that out by now. And now Contrail shoots as well. So you can see both Marseilles clearly angled away from the push they were just making. They've called the whole thing off.
Right. I mean, it could work. It could work, right? If they suck NOCAP into C-cap and they get Deepwater torpedoed and blah, blah, blah. It could absolutely work. I just wish that they would have held their fire, gotten out there, forced NOCAP to do the intelligence gathering that we haven't really seen them do so far this game. Don't give the intelligence to the enemy.
They did bring microaggressions all the way down here.
Yeah.
This I don't like. I'm with you on this one. I think they made the right call by leaving the cruisers up north, but I don't like them bringing micro this far south. I feel like now you're leaving the northern flank too vulnerable myself.
Absolutely. Now the northern flank is just 2 ships. There's 3 TOP ships up there. Everybody else has their guns and attention to the south.
With that said, there could be just the potential for a massive destroyer slap fight here because you have the Gdansk, the Gearing, the Harugumo, the Yang, and the other Gdansk all within about 8 kilometers of each other here. This could fall apart for somebody very, very quickly.
I do not understand the decision of these destroyers to stop at C-cap, especially with the Marseilles and the Burgon already telegraphing that they're leaving.
Yeah. All of this radar now going up. All of the destroyer radar. Rita's radar is cooking. Microaggressions are probably not going to survive this experience. Stalingrad shells coming in on his butt as he goes, he gets down to 400 HP.
He's dark. Nobody's shooting at him.
He's managed to hold it. He's outside the Stalingrad radar.
That's huge.
Torpedoes going into that smoke, though. They only have to get lucky with 1 or 2 shells or a torpedo.
They get it.
They do. That's a big kill that they didn't have to get. They didn't have to earn, I should say.
Gdansk, though, takes a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Reed is forced to dodge torpedoes and the radar at the same time.
Yep.
Wow.
The radar only catches a brief glimpse.
Too bad is burning for a few more seconds. But we'll save the
Now
ship.
check the back door. Check the back door, Zap.
Uh-huh.
Look at A.
2OP has grabbed the ACAP. And Pitbull has turned back around to go up to the north now.
Yep. Here comes a big salvo on the Napoli's nose.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I liked the reaction to the push. It feels like, and we talked about it, it feels like they overreacted.
Oh, big time.
And kudos to 2OP for calling it off, realizing, okay, they reacted. This isn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We're not throwing good money after bad.
Yep.
Get out.
Yep.
Like back off. This isn't going to work.
Right. I still don't like those 2 destroyers sitting in C, but they did convert a kill. So there's that.
Yeah. Ooh, big hit on Pitbull there. Vermont versus Vermont up north.
Mm-hmm.
Pitbull probably looking for Contrail. He had a brief glimpse of him a moment ago. Yeah, it really does. I hate seeing them lose the Harugamo Zap because that feels like a definite mistake.
Well, he spent the entire game running from the ACAP down to the south just to die.
Yeah, exactly.
So
they are going to reclaim control of the CCAP, which at this point I have to believe they ought to be able to hold it for most of the rest of the game. But now they've got to figure out how to get a lead. They're down 150 points.
Yep.
Down 1 ship. They've got to get back into this game. They've got to try and convert a kill.
Yep. Remember, this is game 3. Whoever loses this is in the losers bracket. They can still fight their way back, but it's going to be a lot harder.
Now they've hit Contrail's Napoli up north pretty hard.
141 Gaming just got slapped in the Salem.
Yep. His next heal is about a minute away. He's going to be there a bit.
Mm-hmm. That at least stops them, slows them down.
They catch a brief glimpse of Rita's Yang.
And the Gdansk.
The Gdansk is a ship they can see, but a kill they desperately need, but they can't convert it.
Salem shots incoming.
Really? Oh my. Spicy, Zaf.
Super extreme long range.
Super late breaking as well. They're spreading these shells.
Oh, they get
They
it.
get it.
Pitbull gets
that's
it.
A huge kill for Pitbull from downtown. He kills a destroyer at 20 kilometers and change.
Yep. Wow.
That cuts the lead to only 50 points now. 6.5 minutes to play in this critical game 3.
Yeah, that's
now
another.
Check out Ibuki.
Another amazing clip moment. Ibuki, for whatever reason, backing into all the hate.
There is a lot of hate there.
And Pitbull gets onto the caps. Not only does he essentially cross map a destroyer, but he also gets on the ACAP to stop the point gain.
Well,
for
he's got to be
2OP.
careful. He just took a couple of Shimakaze torpedoes.
I see that.
It's not going to take much. Not going to take much to put him out. Here comes the Stalingrad salvo.
There it is.
That seals the deal. Oh, they didn't have to give up that ship, Zath. They're making such good inroads on the Burgonia down south.
Yeah.
Burgonia still has 2 heals left, but is a minute away from 1. They've got to keep up the pressure if they want to get this kill.
Take a look at the other NOCAP Vermont. He's also noped out of this whole down the bottom thing.
He's like, nah, we're out of here.
He's going to the middle of the map.
Interesting. Must be looking. Is he looking for shots south?
I think so.
No, he's looking for shots north. Look what his guns are.
Let's take a look.
He's turning north. Ooh, Zap, you can see the Stalin.
Yes, he can.
Oh, this could be really bad for the Stalin. Of course, it doesn't go great for the Vermont either. Oh, it goes way worse for the Stalingrad.
Oh, big time. Yes, the lighthouse
There
looked
went
like it
half
caught one.
There went half his HP as 141 Gaming trying to escape. They're trying to focus out the Petro. The Burgonia on 6,500 HP, lit again. Pushing through with a heal, trying to manage.
Yeah, I feel like he's just loitered way too long.
4.5 minutes. I'd still say you can't call this one.
No, we're about to get a time extension too, because I'm pretty sure Ibuki's going out here.
If Ibuki catches fire, he is on fire.
He is on fire. One
I have
sticky
a hard
fire.
time imagining. I don't think he can live
Two.
through this. No, there's another one. He's out. And his heal expires. When his heal expires, he's out.
Yep. Flew too close to the sun.
And right there. So that'll tighten the score back up to, again, the aforementioned
Oh.
40-ish, 50. Oh, Matcha
Big hits.
getting absolutely dunked. Was that Burger King?
I think so.
I think it was too. I think that was his stern turrets. As now they've brought the Yang in. That's Rita onto the cap. Trying to stem the bleeding here. Radar, Mr. Bean's last radar catching Rita on the cap, but nobody has shots here except the Salem, perhaps. But I don't see the shells coming in.
Salem's dealing with torpedoes that are coming by him.
Bean's going to move up and take a deep water torpedo. Another salvo going out. Rita's work with the deep water torpedoes is brilliant. To watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now 2OP working on a cap advantage. 3 minutes to play. Ooh. We are down to the wire, Zath.
We absolutely are. 3 minutes to go. Still way too close to call.
Oh,
Marseille
they
goes
backed the other
down.
Marseille. Again, that actually moves NOCAP into the lead, but they're not going to be able to keep it very long because they don't have a cap advantage.
Right.
And they're going to lose Burger King here in seconds. He's trying to power through with a heal. But they've moved both Vermonts too close to the opposing team, and it's just going to cost them both ships.
Yes, it will. There he goes.
60 seconds. You know, Zath, NOCAP reacted so well to the push. And if not for maybe a couple of mistakes, I think they could have won this game. I really do.
2OP made a lot of crucial mistakes with that push and then with recovering from that push.
Yeah,
And telegraphing that by firing the guns and then later, one by one being killed like that. So, yeah.
Turning everybody around, I think, was the right play.
Absolutely.
But then, like you said, they kind of lingered for a while. They kind of loitered down there like, what's going on there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, at long last, it cost them a couple of ships. Bean steps onto the B cap for a time extension. His hydro's available, but it's not up, which is shocking given the number of deep water torpedoes he's taken in the last, 5 minutes.
And given how crucial it is that he survive.
He's about to take another one. Did he find a way to dodge it? Nope.
Nope.
How about some hydro?
There's the hydro.
There's some
Hey!
hydro. All right.
Well, there's a reset because of that torpedo and the permanent flood for another 25 seconds.
It buys them some time, but minutes only. Seconds only, I should
Seconds
say.
only.
Now, if they could get the cap on Flippy, but I think it's going to come too late, Zath. I don't think they have the firepower to push it through right now.
It might be like a post-battle death.
Maybe. 18 seconds because they're on to D. The Gdansk gets on to D and buys them a little more time.
Okay. 18 seconds now.
They cannot get to A. They've got to get this kill on Flippy.
They're gonna get it.
870, 996 shells going in. Are they going to get it? They do.
Bean gets
just
him.
in time. Just as the points tick over.
40 seconds.
And now, Zath, it's not. Ooh, I don't think it's enough yet. I still don't think it's quite enough.
Another kill needed for 2OP or NOCAP. I think it's at the point now where they're just going for kills.
They can't lose it. Nobody can lose a ship at this point.
All right. Don't look at the points. Don't look at the timer.
Right.
Don't do the math.
15 seconds in the game. There it is.
There it is, Rita.
Bam.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Yep.
NOCAP moves out into the lead. As time ticks away, they can't lose a ship. They cannot lose a ship.
1 for 1 is probably okay. Bean's going to be okay, I think. Wow.
Oh my goodness gracious, Zath, what a finish. Wow.
Are you not entertained? Here's my death pick.
Wow. They found a way to win, Zath.
Life finds a way.
Yikes.
NOCAP just... They pulled it out of their butts, like literally pulled it out of their butts.
They really did. That was a hell of a series.
And that's what I was saying at the end there. It's all about the kill. Forget the points, forget the numbers, just focus, zone in, And Rita just said,
Woo!
hi.
Yeah. Wow. What a series.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Well, congratulations. Of course.
Great game by both teams. NOCAP walks away with the series win. We'll see them next weekend in the top 4.
That's right.